Create the size of your book. I'm a cat, I'm a cat, I'm a cat, I'm a cat. Got claws in my paws like a tortoise, jaws in a heap like a rose. I'm looking at cat, oh sorry, I can't forget. I can guess. You can't know that. Yes, eventually. Yes. I can see myself. Chaps. Hola, bonjour. Goedemiddag, goedenavond. Buongiorno. Ciao. Waar is ie? Waarom? Tutta la bene. I wish I was way above the chimney top. I wonder where the fuck. Okay, so inside there. Where shall we go tomorrow? Shall we go swimming? Shout out to the one guy here. Big up yourself. What day is today? Tuesday. Oh, see if we can't go find a castle in the morning. Well, after Dr. Show, of course. Yeah. Sorry, I don't know what the fuck I did there. Hey, Akash. Bedtime at 5. Good luck with that, Stephen. I don't know why I didn't see any comments until I just did something there. That's weird. It's not Princess Park, but you can catch Pokemon here. I know that. Hey, Steve King. Hey, Akash. This is Scotland. The Scotland in the night time. Right, Keith? I don't even know if any of these people are still here. That was weird. Hey, Sienna. Sienna McKenzie. But yeah, I just came outside before I go to sleep. Wild. Oh, yous are all in a cool country. But yeah, it's good to see the sunset. Well, it's a sunset. It's good to see the sky get darker. Fuck. Yeah. Oh, hey, Truth. I hope you're good. It was really weird, Truth. Like, I sat here for 10 minutes and there was no writing in the chat, and then I clicked a button and it tried to end the live, and then when I came back, I could see all this writing in the chat. Strange, right? Fuck, strange times, but strange times we're living in. Hey, Victoria. So now I won't push any more buttons, right? Because I'm scared that it'll, I don't know, do shit. Yeah. We'll go for a spin. It's like little allotments up where I am. You can grow some veggies and shit. And things. Sorry. I don't know. Our children in the room. Gosh. Shouldn't be anyway. But yeah. I like our sheds. We tapping that bit of watering. I'd get a better view, but if I stick my phone through this fence, we all know I'm losing it. Yeah. It's cool, right? You can just hang out there. Yeah, this will all be us soon, right? Nice free custard creams and about it. I once got some free Lego because my neighbour put it in the bin. And then I seen that it was in the bin and I was like, I'm getting in the bin for this. Yeah. Oh, and yeah. Hey, just some guy, how are you? I hope you're well. I feel like I've been under duress lately. I had to let my phone charge so I couldn't go live earlier. And then, yeah, just fucking around like I'm 90 already. And that way it takes you 10 minutes to put your socks on your feet and that. Yeah. Check the size of the rhubarb, eh? Like it. Oh, do you want to hear something so funny? So, obviously, you know, on Compound, right? Matt can show us videos that you can't really like play on YouTube. And then, for some reason today, I found this music video. And it was just on a short, right? But then, I sent it to him to make him watch it because it's just so disturbing that I was like, oh my god, I can't believe the only person that knows about this. And then, like, yeah. So yeah, it was just deeply disturbing, and I was like, "Wow, this is amazing," and I was so glad that I could send it to someone else, right? But yeah, the video is titled Two Girls, One Cup," and then the girl is all rapping, and she's like wearing a diaper, and she's like, "Yeah, I love having diarrhea. I shit in niggers' mouths." Like, ah, honestly, I hope it plays it on Compound, right? I'm not sharing it on YouTube. I'm not losing my channel to some freaky lady rapping about poop. Could you imagine? Yeah. So yeah, um, if any you want to see it, just like send me your email, right? Or like my email address is on my page. hit me up and I'll forward you. I think it might be a real song though. Like I actually think it might be there may be a full version, right? Who was the one that did it? The little red girl. And then she all sang songs like that. Where she was like, yeah, talking about farts and stuff. So yeah, honestly, it's so good. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll forward you, Truth. Oh, hey Haley. Oh Haley, you'll love this video, honestly. It's fucking spectacular. Uh, so yeah, and basically that is my plan going forward is to see how many things I can send to Matt before he just blocks me completely, right? And he's like, nah, I don't want to see your footage. And I've had that before, by the way. Like, a guy at a party one night, and then he was trying to be like, oh yeah, like, I'm more sordid than you know, that kind of battle. Anyway, I made a comment about, like, yeah, no one wants to go through my phone. And then he's like, oh, I bet my phone's worse. And I showed this, like, 50-year-old man 5 different pictures on my phone, and one of which was, like, a costume, but the entire body was covered in teeth. It's so cool. I do still have that picture. But anyway, I showed him that, you know, and then he was like, right, okay, I've seen enough. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, guys, I feel bad for Laurie, right? But I feel worse for us because I don't know. It's like that thing, right? Like everybody has like their own little vibe, and well, Laurie's just fun and wholesome, and I think it's honestly an absolute joke that YouTube could take that from her, um, and not to even tell her, right? Like the least they could do is say to her, like, here, by the way, like we've said you can't have a kid on, that's why we did it, right? But they don't even come and give you an answer. They're just meant to like jump through the little fucking hoops and guess. And well, I don't think it's fair. I see far more disgusting stuff on what's supposed to be considered a kids channel or a family channel, and it's not fair. So I think that either Laurie has to get a second channel, right, which in Britain they want us to put an ID. So I don't know that people can have a backup channel now, right? If they delete your, if they say no social media, you're going to have no fucking social media unless you use your grandpa's face or something. Do you know what I mean? If they have to find someone who's not on the internet, they, yeah, like, and then what's their crime? So I think a second channel, or I was thinking about StreamYard, right? Because that's like basically a phone call. And then I could go live, but if Laurie stream yarded, then we could basically like be live watching Laurie anyway. I could even figure out how to just full screen Laurie, and then it's like we're just watching Laurie. So what about that as a plan? Yeah. Oh, truth. She didn't. We're not sure, right? She was live, and her nephew showed us him kicking the ball, and then the live ended. And at first, I assumed, you know, I've ended my life by touching a button. Matt's done it, you know, so I thought a button had been hit. And no, it was Laurie that took the hit. And yeah, it's dumb. Stupid YouTube. Mm. Hey, Stuart. But yeah, they do just want to be in control, right? It's like, people said to me, hey, would you want to get monetized? Da da da. And it's like, as soon as they review my, like, I don't want to do anything to alert YouTube to my presence because I will be punished, right? Then take it away. I said the N word about 20 minutes ago. Fuck. No kids under 13 or 16 without an adult in frame. Oh, so it's, it's a hard one, right? Because I know that on this I could just share channels to use and be like, here, go look at this channel and let us talk about it, right? But at the same time, that obviously alerts the channel that you did that. But there's a man in Wales, and it's like the whatever family, you know, the Whitaker family. And he sits on live stream with his daughters. I fucking assume they're his daughters. And people just come in one after the other and they're like, hello, beautiful. Hi from India. Aren't you gorgeous? Aren't you stunning? I like the one on the left better than the one on the right. You know, it's really weird. And I'm like, how is this dad allowed to just fucking pimp his daughters out, right? Yeah. So yeah, it feels really weird, right? Just to watch it, and because I've watched it, it comes up more. And oh gosh, hey Megan, I hope you're good, Megan. Yeah, bottles. Yeah. Oh, you got into trouble for a blunt? Fuck's sake. See, what is that? I've literally been like, hey, to the camera. Do you know what I mean? No, like, on the camera is a blunt sometimes. Yeah, I think it's weird to say, to give us a bunch of rules without forcing us to sit through the, like, rules, right? Yeah. Hey, well, we're just going to walk in a circle for a little bit and then eventually I'm going to say, right, I have to go home now. That's pretty much the plan here, but honestly, we're not. We're no fucking pros, right? We weren't even smart enough to roll through smoke, so yeah. That's my house. No, I'm just in the street, roaming around like a homeless. I don't even have matching socks on right now. Mm. We're going to see how far we can get on fucking one joint and a bottle of water. I've had worse days. You know, pretty chill gang in here. Hey, Joe. Joe Joy. Mm. Mm. The new Call of Duty's going to make people put an ID, right? Mm. Oh, see, right. I'll repeat it a few times, right, for Haley and just some guy, so that you know the difference, right? So, a bottle of water, that's English, right? A bottle of water. Can I have some water, please? That is so English and not even all England, right? That's just posh twatty water. Where I am, if you are thirsty, you are going to say, can I get a bottle of water? A glass of water. Water. I need water. I'm thirsty. Can I get a drink of water? Anybody got some water? I hope that made sense. I hope that translated. Probably not though. Mm. Yeah, there's oak trees. We like our spruce over here. There's some elderberry trees around as well. Mushroom. It's almost mushy season, and I'm almost 40. I don't look it though, right? I mean, some of the gang see my face, but I don't look 40. No one ever talks to me like I'm a grown ass adult, right? Yeah. Nice. That's good of you, good job, mum. We don't have enough of that in our Western culture, right? Like keeping your parents in the attic or the basement or some shit when they're old. Like to ship them out. Yeah. I hope your mum had a good birthday. That's pretty cool. Yeah. I don't know. I hope she knows we had our kids' school. You know. I'm older than the trees. I'm not older than these trees. Surely I'm not. Not all of them at least. But hey, one day I'll just be dirt in the ground feeding a tree, right? Yeah. Getting old isn't a bad thing. Like the death part, right? That's fucked up. But still, if you're a good person, you know, if you know you're giving your children good values and that they're going to pass down good values, right? You know you've left your ancestors just a little bit fucking better off than you were, then that's just how the world goes. But the getting old part's not fucked up. I think if anything, some people are actually really good at leading into their old age. They actually are like, who gives a fuck? You know, we're like 15 and you're scared to wear clothes because people are going to look at you and say shitty things about your clothes. And somehow in ghetto world, people say shitty things about your clothes, even if you're wearing the same clothes, right? They're like, fuck you, bitch. Don't wear the same clothes as me. Hey, Evelyn. I hope you're well. Yeah. Living is fucked up. Yeah. Nah, honestly, Haley. Oh, do you know, see, yesterday, right? I was in the park. And then some guy cycled past, right? And then the path is all fucking littered with crows. There's crows everywhere. And honestly, like, the boyfriend's next to me, like, fucking, like, deliberately throwing it so that only the crows are getting it and the pigeons don't stand a chance. That's how we roll, right? That's just how we be. And then, so I felt this guy's energy, right? And he's psychopath and he went, you're not meant to feed the crows, you know? And then he slowed down and he's looking over his shoulder and he turns back and he starts shouting at me saying, fucking, you're not allowed to feed the crows, you're not allowed to feed the seagulls. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know, like, go away with your bad energy. So I was like, yes, I am. He says, you know, you're not. And then he starts saying like, no, it was on the BBC, it was on the news. They said it's a nuisance, it's for pests, you're terrible, terrible human, you know. So as he's ranting away, like my boyfriend stood there, he's just completely fucking sitting there like, go away. Do you know what I mean? He just rolled his eyes and laughed at the guy. And then, so as he's saying like, oh, it said this on the BBC, I was like, fuck you. So I'm like fact checking him. You know, he'd be like, I know it's not. I know that I'm allowed to do that. What I'm doing right now. But he watches me fact check, he starts cycling away, right? So then I look like the crazy person because I'm shouting up the path, being like, I just googled it. You're a liar. You're wrong. I'm allowed to feed the birds. It's not illegal to feed the birds. Standing there in a wee Sunday dress and that, do you know what I mean? My curly hair everywhere. Like, ready to go toe to toe with a man on a bike. But that man was drunk, right? And he shouldn't have came at me. And well, fuck that guy. Yeah. Oh, yeah, see, that's a shame. Yeah, Haley, I don't know what's going to happen, right, in terms of like smoking and that, because they're about to fit cameras everywhere. They're about to fit shit in the road, 15-minute city, you know. Prostitution and drug dealing's about to disappear. Oh, I hope it's not too late to get a cup of tea off your neighbour, Desi. That's a shame. Mm. Hmm. Yeah, I'd rather deal with a pothead than a drunk. Well, some of them, right? Some people, it's just they're not fit for it, and when they've not got a joint in their hand, they're losing their fucking mind. And that's a bit much. But yeah, so what truth? Yeah, what you're saying is right. You could end up getting evicted, right? So if you live in like our section 8, we call it the council house, right? But government housing. If they come inside your house and they just find drug paraphernalia, so skins, a pipe, that's enough to tell you get the fuck out. Or now, like even in my city, I don't know about like where Essie lives, right? Because it's different governments essential, like different, yeah, different government people. But in my city now, there's an app. So if you have a complaint, you have to just record the noise or record a video and just send it through the computer, right? But they won't do anything if you just phone and say, "Here, my neighbour's having a mental party." Or like record the party and we'll do it later. So yeah, we certainly have made it now that that spying on your neighbour type thing, where you're then telling people or telling on people, right? And you can just do it through the computer, so like you're kind of removed from what you're doing. Mm. But at the same time, if you have a problem with a neighbour, like I'd rather just take a video and send it, right, than end up like confronting your neighbour now, right? Because I've even had police officers here say to me before, like at my last house, and I was like, "This man's awake all night, like it's disturbing me mentally now." And they said we could chap his door, but there's a good chance he'll retaliate. We often find that the person being complained about, then just their behaviour gets so much worse. So yeah, yeah, they smoke. What's this guy saying? Dog shit. Yeah, there is a cunt in every crowd, right? I try my best not to be. I usually stay indoors, like if I'm in a bad mood or Yeah. I don't want to be the person shouting at a person in the shop for no damn reason, right? Just because I'm not feeling it today. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of that, right? I do like it though. I like when you get to see a stroke, like a public meltdown. It's fun. See, I was so I was in the botanic gardens already, so it's like a big greenhouse and stuff. And then we were talking about that, right? Like how they say dandelions are weed, but a dandelion's actually like really good for you. And we say like stinging nettles is a weed, but we call it jaggy nettles, right? It's jaggy nettles. And then um that's actually really good for you, right? I use soap made of jaggy nettles. And well, yeah. So yeah, what they have deemed illegal in terms of plants and what they say is a weed is questionable, right? We should probably actually be doing more research into that. And the respected little fucking like the places where your weeds grow. Mm. Mm. Or hey, like, I just have to text a phone number, right? And then just to say there's a white card outside, and I don't even have to be at my house. Just text an address, and then like a blue card is outside, and yeah, jump the fence. I don't have the shoes for it. Got my clogs on. I walk a lot, right? I know I'm just walking in a circle right now, but I just wanted to say hi to you for a minute. To be honest, I'd do this on a phone call really if I had some tech support. Yeah, yeah, we all need a sunny budge, right? I gotta be alive at this time. I don't know. Why not? What time is it where you are? My face is around. I do walk a lot. I do wish I could show you the map of where I walked and stuff, right? But my house is always going to show up. But I wish I could actually show you like how much of the city like we walk around sometimes. 5:35 a.m. Fuck. I mean, I'll be awake again at that time. So yeah, that right. Like, if just some guy, Haley, Evelyn, right, yous are all awake from Matt's show, and for most of you, that's like 3 o'clock in the morning, right? But then, where are yous before that, right? Like, what are yous watching before that? Because I wake up, like, literally, see Matt went live at 5 in the morning. For me, I would be there, right? Because I wake up at that time. So yeah, I wondered that sometimes, right? Like, where, yeah. So you're usually just getting up then? Right. Okay, okay. 2:30 for you. Right. I'm gonna do a live in my house and write down everybody's times, I swear. Get all the clocks on the wall so that I know. Yeah. We usually just, in fact, when me and Essie were out, we seen a couple of Vietnamese and they were walking with our plant food. Honestly, like, not suspicious at fucking all, you know? Just this big bag with 2 boxes of fucking plant food. That's funny. Yeah. I feel like I don't sleep anymore. I feel like I can stay awake all the time. Yeah. Yeah, Britain's only going to get tighter and tighter on it, right? Like, they don't want us to have, like, pubs and stuff. And in Boston, seen the way we can drink, right? Like, we could drink like that just because it's, like, anything. Anything. We are alcoholism, right? Like, it's Tuesday, it's my grandpa's birthday. Somebody was born, somebody died. I'm happy, I'm sad, you know? You just drink. Here, if you're not drinking, people say, why not? Why aren't you drinking? Even being on antibiotics is not a good enough excuse, right? Hmm. Hey everyone, I get that. Like, honestly, I was going to try and make some videos of stuff I do while Matt's live, right? Because sometimes I'm I'm in my kitchen in the morning. I'm like making sure food is ready, all this sort of stuff. Like, yeah, I'm not just sitting down watching them, right, the full time. So yeah, I think that would be funny. So yeah, I get that. Um, especially if it's like 2 hours every day, right? That'd be kind of, I don't know. I guess it might be different if it was like 2:30 in the morning. Yeah. So yeah, I do like it that for me it's 8 a.m., right? Because I'm just up and I'm all like, yeah, let's go world. And then it reminds me not to be a grumpy asshole all day because that's the default setting, right? It's just like, meh, I slept funny. I'm dehydrated. Something woke me up in the night. Oh, hey, Pinnock. I hope you're good. I hope you're good. It's been a minute. But I feel like YouTube is trying to disconnect everyone anyway. And it's doing its best not to show each other and all this type of deal. I feel like it's yeah, it's a strange thing now. Yeah. That is strange now. But I've noticed it, right? Or when everyone's been saying the last few weeks about the spell check thing and stuff. And, I do also think that YouTube regret giving us just all the power to go live. Like, as many people so easily, right? Yeah, for Scotland. Scotland's amazing. For a holiday, right? No one else can live here. It's fucking I'm afraid we're full, right? We really are. We don't have enough space for our own peoples. Oh wait, do I see the foxes? No, I'm sorry. Mm. Hello, Logan. And Coconut. Yeah, Blair Witch Project. Well, right, so that's part of why I was wondering about the times people are awake, right? Because I wanted to take his to some graveyard in the night time, but I need to try and do some maths to figure out when it's still gonna be dark for yous, right? Because otherwise, like if it's in nighttime for me, the sun's out for yous, and then how's that creepy? So yeah, I need to find a way to, I don't know, move time and space. I don't know how that one works. It's a lot of maths, though, right? Yeah. I did see a Jewish graveyard. That's pretty cool. I mean, it was completely decimated, right? Like all the gravestones had been pushed over. There's only a few obelisks and stuff like that left standing. So that was kind of crazy. Mm. How many people live where I live? Mm. It's really hard to say anymore, Haley. When we talk about numbers, there's a lot of like uninvited people here, right? So I'm sure Glasgow had 5 million, and then yeah, the numbers are all just astronomical now. It's hard to keep track. Yeah, or when you go away off into the city, it's a tiny bit through there. Um, yeah, once you go into the city, right? We declared ourselves a city of sanctuary, so all the hotels are filled with people who claim to be asylum seekers, and that's costing us like £5 million a month just to pay for their room and board, right? Um, then there's like the homeless, and do you guys have this, right? So like say like your section 8 thing. So we have it where if you have like a government property you can swap it and you can go live somewhere else. You can put your name on a list and say, right, I don't want to live in Glasgow, I want to live in Edinburgh. And you just get someone to agree and you can swap house. Right? We have that as a thing. But when you actually look at all the lists, the demographics are quite shocking of how many people actually have a house, right? And it's almost laughable the amount of people that say they want to live in Canary Wharf. And I can truthfully understand that one, right? It's a place where we have loads and loads of protests happening. There's like hotels full of them, right, down in London. So people either say Canary Wharf, London, Birmingham. That's where they want to live, right? These are the cities that are essentially taking over. And honestly, you can type it in yourself, right? Like if you type in like Audit or Manchester and just watch people that are walking about the streets like daily. That's yeah. when I was out the other day, I walked past a festival in the park, and it was like the Mela Festival. So there was like Sikh people there, Pakistani people, all that sort of stuff. Yeah. So yeah, some people were quite shocked, because they jumped on the stream and then they're like, "Where the fuck are you?" Yeah, city of sanctuary, right? So we also have a rule, and honestly, Haley, right? Just some guy fucking think about it. You should really consider it, right? If you go to France, jump in a dinghy, get off the boat, pretend you don't know English. You can literally then get a bus for £20, come up to Scotland. We'll give you glasses if you need them, a house, everything, everything. Honestly, you can do fuck all for your whole life in this country, and have a bigger TV than two people that are out working every day. I'm not surprised we've been invaded, because people have figured out that when children are growing up here, we give them free milk to drink. Your kid gets enough free milk to drink until they're 4. Just here you go, you need the milk to grow. And the third world have figured out that, yeah. They mow some bits right, and then the rest they say it's for. Yeah. Yeah, it's still chill, right? But that's because right now I'm walking out a bit where it's not like in the city, right? In the city. But that's the same as the rest is, right? If you're not in the city centre. Yeah. But yeah, potholes everywhere. Everything they said, "Oh, we won't cut the grass because wildlife." You know, try to move to Sheffield. Yeah, taking over Tower Blocks. That's a move, right? Yeah. Oh, yous are so nice. Yeah. Honestly, just some guy fucking grab a boat on the way by Mexico, right? Grab a few sombreros that have been dropped at the border, stick on a poncho and that. Do you know what I mean? Arriba! And that's you, you're set. Right. Oh, but yeah, you're just so nice. It's yeah. I guess it's that thing we become so used to where we live, right? And then yeah, we don't see it the same, right? It's like when you go to the seaside in Britain in the summertime. It's like a glorious, da, 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 we're at the seaside. Well, when you see it in wintertime, you're like, what the fuck is this? You know, like, what the fuck is happening here? Where did all these crackheads come from? Yeah. It's alright to walk slow, you're not going anywhere, right? Hey, you can come anytime. Knowing people in America certainly made me grateful for some of the things I have in Britain, right? Like a few weeks ago, I broke a piece of my tooth, and I was like, oh shit. So the next day, I phoned the dentist at 9 o'clock in the morning, and she said, okay, come at 3:30. And then at 3:30, she didn't, I mean, she did try and like do the dental work without the pain, right? Like she was all pure, oh, do you want to just do it? And I was like, no, no, I want the jag. I want the jag. And then she numbed up my mouth and fixed it. And then she was like, right, on your way. And well, that isn't going to cost, like, what would that cost you, right? That's like 10 grand and shit. Like, it's nuts. It's fucking nuts. Yeah. Oh, I know where if I could find a crackhead within 5 minutes, right? there's a street that's like 20 minutes away, and then they say, if you want any drug in the world, walk down this street and you shall find it. Yeah. But yeah, it would be good to like go for a little walk, smoke a spliff, point and laugh at people, right? It's a bit different when you're by yourself. It's made me appreciate how much people who are like doing stuff like the auditing or like that type of thing, right? Like how brave they must be, or how fucking stupid, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, Haley, do you know, I didn't even get to go to the pub the other day. I got caught up doing other things, so yeah, my trip is had to be postponed. I was gutted, but yeah, I just ended up with 5,000 other things to do, and then yeah, stupid adult shit, right? Like I started painting my door, and then it was like, oh well, you can't really, you know, you can't go have a nice time when you still got chores to do. So I figured I would finish the chores. Well, I guess it's also that thing, right, where it's like your environment. If you're going to drink, take drugs, like whatever it is you want to do, then I feel like when you're in your own home and you still have tasks to do, you're like, holy shit, I still have all these tasks to do. And that's not really cool for relaxing, right? But for some people that have social anxiety, they're not going to want to be outside. Look behind me. Alice, say if you were behind me, I would fucking shout you down like your mother, you know? You'd be like, oh damn, I messed with the wrong lady. An Irish pub. Hey, Irish pub is cool. Yeah. Oh gosh. I've got to look where it's going, sorry. If you got hey, we doesn't board everyone, right? Like, it's really not. Yeah. It's but that's what they say, right? Like everybody has like their own little drug of choice. And everybody comes up with their own little favourite thing. And then that's one that gets you. What about the vampires? I'm good about vampires. Like, I eat garlic every day, pretty much anyway. So, I think I'm alright. Plus, I eat a lot of bacon. Sometimes, if I run out of Vaseline, I'll use lard. So, I'm protected from Muslims and such, you know. I just wanted to show my friends this book. You know, the princess. That's a pub. I don't know if it's a football pub or not, but I know it's a pub. Yeah. Still people laughing away in there, right? And next to the pub, the betting shop. Always. Always a betting shop. Yeah. Where am I? Honestly, I'm not even sure where I am anymore. Just in terms of like space, life, my political leanings. It's difficult, right? It's hard to say where I am anymore. Mhm. I can't wait to take Matt to like it, honestly. I can't wait to make all of yous just eat Greg's and beans on toast and yeah. But that's the thing everybody does, right? When you visit a place, like, hey, eat our food. We have the best food. Eat some of our food. Yeah. Well, it's good, right? No, see when we have beans for breakfast, right? It's with a fry up and it's like a little bit of beans. You know, it's like a little bit of sauciness, honestly. It's not what everybody pictures. And then the beans on toast thing, that was like poor people back in the day, right? Like during the war, sort of food like that. And then yeah, it was just when people were all coal miners and shit still. So yeah, now it's I don't know. It's just a good poverty meal, right? Like what does it use have? I've seen the way you eat spaghetti over there in some places. I've seen people put just tomato sauce in it, or you call it buttered noodles, and it's literally butter and cheese and salt and pepper. Like it's not. Yeah, it's just not a thing, right? But yeah, beans on toast, honestly. You wait until we went for a walk and smoked a banger, and I'm making beans on toast at 12 o'clock at night, cheese on top and that. You're like, fucking, this is diabolical. Oh, look, here's another little. Mm, checkerboard floor. Do you know what checkerboard means? See this? There's a fox. Mm, oh, it's red. Mm, yeah. Little glass windows and that. So quiet out, you can hear the pool table. It's 11 o'clock though, that's not bad, right? That's a prison. Wow, the whole prison. Hey Matthew, hey Stinky Farter. A lot of people have farted on him for some reason. Oh, thanks, Haley. This is like the scheme as well. Yeah. This isn't even like the fancy part of the world, like Scotland, right? It's not the worst part either. But some of the worst parts, like I couldn't take you to it, right? Just because it's so much. Um, I don't know what the right word to use is. Demographic, essentially, right? Like it's too dangerous for me to just be there myself, and certainly not with a camera in their face, filming them. This is Greg's. This is like the best food in the fucking world, honestly. Yeah, bastards. So, how many buildings do you have? Oh, look, robot pharmacy. I hope they're still here to see that. Have you seen that actor? The fucking robot doctor. Where is fucking Laurie? Just making sure I get a screenshot of that so I can show Laurie, right? Yeah. Robodoc. Yeah. Prescription collection. Oh, there's a lot of money in being a pharmacist, right, in the UK. Especially if you're um shelling out like methadone. You're making money every day, you know. And over here we like to make people do it at like 9 in the morning. Especially if you have children, right? We just say, right, okay, you can get your meth, but you need to fucking do it. This is a Jehovah's Witness building. They're my friends. Oh yeah, the collection point is just so that they stop people going inside, right? I just fucking grab it. We'll post it out here. And then that way you can't like spit on the lady behind the counter because you're fed up with it taking too long. Yeah. Like their little pillars and that. But yeah, the little Jehovah hut. I do have a couple of Jehovah Bibles. So that like at least if they chat my door, I can be like, oh, you know, grab my Bible. They can see my Keanu Jesus behind my shoulder. Then I'm okay, let's have a fucking chat. I want to see this guy because I never noticed this guy before. I thought that was something else. So it's just a church. Mm. Oh, take care, everyone. Have a beautiful day. Sorry, I never seen that. Oh yeah, look for all the Freemason stuff, right? A food review would be better not looking at a closed store. Honestly, even a closed store tells you a lot, right? We could go back and do a review of, let's see what kind of demographic is in this part of town just by the shops that are outside, right? Let's talk about the people that own them, how they were funded in order to own them. You know, we could spend all night in the street just discussing the shops, even though they're not even open, right? Human trafficking and yeah, go to Falkirk. Oh yeah, nice. I like Falkirk. Honestly, someone in here said, "Oh, there's nothing up here." sometimes having nothing's better, right? You could find a Greg's on it out like everywhere you go. There's one, right? Like, and it's great, but it shouldn't be so great. Oh, Haley, see everything here, right? Like, when was it? Not yesterday, the day before, I think. Sunday. I went out and then I was like inside this massive greenhouse and then inside another greenhouse. Museums are free. Like everything. Honestly, like everything we let people see is for free, right? We don't charge people to see the art in Scotland or the museums or um there's a few things that are owned by the National Trust and they're behind a paywall. But even then, if you join their membership, it's like £30 and you can go to all these places all year anyway, right? Like it's not a ridiculous thing to be part of. So yeah, we let everybody just go see stuff, which is pretty cool. And then, oh, hello from Canada. Yeah, rest easy. I do like walking at night time, right? I feel still at night time. I feel like I can then do this at night time, right? And I don't have to watch for like say a little kid around or people who don't want to be filmed or yeah. And then it's you've got more free will to say what you want, right? Rather than being scared that there's a translator behind you that's going to start fighting you or something. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Haley's the best, right? It's like I don't know. It's one of these things, right? You can't say like, oh, I don't want to say, oh, someone's better than another person. Well, I definitely say I would put Haley on stage with the best of them, right? So like all the comedians that are like, oh, look at my crowd work special and stuff. Then I think Haley could have her own crowd work special, and it would outdo fucking all of them, right? The entire Rogan sphere. I think Haley's fucking wittier than all of them. Uh, yeah, but yeah, I do think I think you're fast, right? And you just all the references and like yeah, your head's just on it. Whereas yeah, sometimes people have told me I should be a comedian, but I think at the same time they should also understand that I'm like funny to them, right? Because yeah, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Yep, shout out Jesus. Fucking, what is this flag? Oh God. Every day, right? We wake up and go to sleep to people that just discuss flags and screaming. Yeah. Mhm. Roma is funny as well. Yeah, I think, yeah, it's good, right? Everyone is funny. Yeah. Just some guy is funny too. What? Yeah. I think if we had to put someone up in a roast battle against Matt, though, that Haley would make him cry. I think it's fucking devastating, right? Yeah. Yeah. I like how big daisies grow and people don't fuck around with them, right? When they find a little space where they're like, here, just let me grow, dude. Leave me in peace. Mm. Life's good, Jeremy. Life is good. My kid brushes his teeth without me telling him to, right? And it seems like such a simple thing, but so many people aren't capable of that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yep. Mm-hmm. And then I painted my front door finally, so that was pretty cool. This is the road to go to Edinburgh, just in case anybody's looking for an adventure, right? Head out on the highway. Mm-hmm. The fort's shut. There's nothing in the fort, right? It's the same shops everywhere else anyway. It's amazing how many things are still open though, right? And how busy it can still be in the night time. Take care, Jeremy. Yeah. I understand that is to go. Yeah. The hash slinging slasher down the street. That guy's my butt. Ain't nobody come to get me, right? Mm, yeah. Gay. I think sometimes kids just need to like let it out, right? It's a weird thing that they have. Or they just, I don't know, like they have to say it, right? Yeah. Oh shit, there's a hash slinging slasher coming. He's here. Ready to see me get him? Ria's second favorite troll. Nice. Free the pirates. Oh, yeah, free the pirates. Free me, right? Honestly. Free the highly positive type. Freaking, we're out here just trying to spread positivity and we still get shut down. Can't do that. Like, I mean, look where I live. I can't do nothing. Can't do nothing for Palestine all the way over here. Oh gosh. the bad part of town. Is everywhere not bad now? I've not seen anyone be like, oh, my country's amazing, right? I live in the best place. I trust my government. Fucking, I haven't seen anyone say that in a very long time. So, yeah. So, yeah, I don't really see any countries being like, hey, shout out my president. He's in a bang up job. Everybody's fed in that, right? Most people are saying, hey, it's fucking chaos over here. Yeah, the system is broken. Yeah. Oh, is Jessie live as well? Oh, that's cool. She'll be dying sitting on her doorstep, right? I need to figure out how better to do the collab thing. I was trying to watch people's videos on it, and then I don't know. Some of them really just didn't make any sense, right? So then, yeah, yeah, but yeah, I'm able to send Daisy a message, right? So I'll get her to do that so that we can do that. And then same with all of you, right? That. Mm, yeah, just cool, right? So we chat that. Like a cup of tea. Mm. This is a graveyard in here. I know you won't really be able to tell because it's so dark, right? But it is a graveyard. I did consider walking in the graveyard, but it's too late, right? People will be scared if they hear me talking. Maybe I'll hear what the fuck is that noise? And then I'm so pale, my face just lights up like a little ghosty ghost. Yeah. McDonald's bathroom in Las Vegas. Nice. It's almost, well, it's 20 past 11 now. Yeah. We're just gonna walk down this hill. We're gonna do a little dance. We're not gonna make love because we're sleeping alone tonight. But that's alright. Yeah. It's funny how they're shutting down all the all you can eats in Vegas and all the buffets and stuff. That's a sign that hunger's coming. I'm seriously considering just getting fat while I can, right? And eating all the things that we love while we can. And that may be better. Yeah. Oh, yeah, maple. I do like maple syrup. I'm from Scotland. That's crazy. Yeah. I do want to go in the graveyard, Haley, but someone lives inside that graveyard, so I don't know how happy they'll be if I'm just in there, right? Talking to you. Yeah. Oh, really? I won't make you sure. Yeah. Aberdeen? I'm not in Aberdeen. What? My boyfriend's either in Aberdeen or Inverness right now. And then because he's up there, like his job is to make all the water clean, then he gets to stay on a farm. And then there's like chickens and sheep and all that. There's even a black sheep, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I do like that. Yeah, we're like all the black sheep that found each other, right? Mm. We're just like behind this. Make sure no one's there. But yeah, I'll tell you the day, right? I will pick a day, and then I'll go in the graveyard, and I'll get a bouncer to come with me. I don't know what he's called, security guard. I did have a stalker for a long time, right? So then if people said like, "Oh, you're out in the dark," it's like, "Oh, it's okay. I know that my stalker will come save me." We good. I know that they're not going to let me get done. Could you imagine having a stalker and then they're stalking you and they didn't even save your life? That would be bananas. Yeah. Seafood. Well, yeah. I guess it's because we're an island, right? So there was always like the fishing villages. That's why like our seaside towns were so great, right? 'Cause there's all the fishermen. So yeah, we like our cod, haddock, mm. And people do eat lobster and crab and stuff, but I wouldn't say that's as common, right? And then certain foods it became just like rich people food, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, what do you have in the house? So basa, like Basa, and that's quite a fairly decent priced fish. It's like a white fish. So yeah, a lot of white fish I would say. And then obviously we love to just dip it in butter and deep fry it. And that's our preferred option for fish, right? You just yeah. And what's my channel about? That's so funny. Is I don't know. Maybe I should make it about cheese, right? And then if I made it about cheese, I would have an excuse to eat more cheese. That might be an idea. Mm, mm. Most popular fish dish? Fish and chips. Honestly, it really is. Like, there's a famous traffic cones in that, right? Oh, I did see a lion with a traffic cone on it said the other day when I was out. Yeah. Oh, what type of fish? Haddock or cod? Always haddock or cod if you go to the chip shop, right? Mm. I mean, people like a bit of salmon and stuff, right? Scottish salmon's incredible. Mussels. People like mussels, like all pickled and shit. They like it that way. Sometimes they eat hot mussels that are all pickled, like all vinegary. Yeah. Or catfish. I've seen people catching catfish. That's a bit mental. That's like a crazy, like, here, just eat half my arm and then I'll eat you. Yeah, yeah. Why does it look so sketchy? Can make anything look sketchy, right? If you tried hard enough. Like, um, you just have to start focusing on the rickety things rather than the beautiful things. Right? So there's something beautiful. There's two little foxes running around, right? See him coming to say hi. No, he's not. Yeah. But then at the same time, you can be like, oh, look at this lamppost. I'll look at it. Like, all broken and stuff. Oh, you know? Mm. Look at all this just. What even is that? All these cracks in the ground. You know? Like it does wobbly a bit. So yeah. Whereas like you'd be like, oh look at these little flowers. Little fish on that. Just determined to grow, right? Regardless of what else is going on. There's a flag. It's not flying its best because it's not that windy, but it's there. Yeah. So yeah. Oh, phone booths. Where is a phone box near here? There must be one. Mm, this way. I'll show you a phone booth. I think it's over here. Yeah. It's funny, I've not actually used a phone booth in years, right? And then when we were kids, there was you could phone a phone number, and then you could ask this lady questions about sex. That was fun. That was like Ranger Gaff. Well, could be right. Once people start building houses, like the east of the city, the west, the south, like everywhere has houses that looks like this, right? Yeah, Scotland. And then, yep, the people building the houses are the people building the houses, right? So they come up with a good idea and they just repeat it. Once that guy has a contract, that's that. Mm-hmm. It's a nice little bush you got there. It is peaceful. But it is because of just where it is, right? Like, if you don't live in a place where there is shops, where there is a reason for human traffic, it tends to be quiet. Nah, it's not Aberdeen. I was going to try and do an Aberdeen accent there, but I don't think I know how. Yes, we found the phone box, Haley. We remembered. Phone box outside the library. Hmm. I've seen a lot of videos of people talking about being priced out of eating in restaurants. Haley's going to be so disappointed in about 10 seconds when she's like, wait, that's not the fucking phone box I was talking about. That's not it. This is a. I mean, we still put like signs on it and stuff, right? 60p. So international codes. Oh, Triff, do you remember the number you phoned that asked the time? And it still works, right? Ew, I touched it. No money in it. Usually you get bums that go around, right? And they check it all in case you had a coin left. They're like, God damn. Yeah. And there's pictures of money. The sign's so old, the money's turned blue. Oh, did you like that noise? It's good, isn't it? I mean, just even the hang up. The fact that, like, see just up the street is like a prison, right? Standing in this phone box is always so suspicious. Yeah. Oh, what's the number? Yeah, the speaking clock. I can't even Google it because I'm on my phone, right? The operator's 100, but that's not it. Mm. Wait, what's his sex sign number? I tried to find the sex line, I don't remember it. I don't remember the number now. Smoke too much. What the fuck is it? Let's see. I'm not incompetent. I mean, who can tell, right? Drop some gang signs in that. Oh, I need to remember some phone numbers. Damn. Damn. There's a wee library in it. I go in there and buy books sometimes for 20p and shit. That's pretty cool. Like, there's a popo coming to make sure I'm not trying to fucking break someone out of jail, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, most places are chill, right? Everybody wants to be in their bed, in their house. A lot of people are just, I don't know, they're watching something, right? I don't think it's quite the summer holidays yet either, so kids don't have an excuse to just be wandering. And then, yeah, I mean, the bus is going to be here in 2 minutes. It's not that late if the bus is still running, right? Mm. Yeah. I mean, I feel like a lot of places aren't safe, right? And I think it's just dependent on what you're doing when you're outside, right? Are you being self aware? I had to sit on the bus the other day, and honestly, the only people behind me were Muslim, two different Muslim men. And it did make me a bit nervous because I've seen so many people just be randomly stabbed in the neck, right? So sometimes we do get a little bit like, shit, am I going to be alright today? But part of that, right, like when you're out in the night time, you're then going to notice like the one person that's out, right? But I do also fully believe that God wants me to get home safe, and that if I met a crazy person, they would want to be my friend anyway. So I don't think I would end up murdered in a ditch. I think they'd think, shit, she's pretty cool, right? And That's not just a theory I have. I do, and not to sound all like I'm from Compton or gangster or anything like that, but I do have a few people that think I'm absolutely adorable, and well, other people find them scary, right? And yeah, so yeah, I think I'll be fine. See, that's exactly it, right? I look like a hot librarian, but if you come at me, I'm gonna fucking throw down. Sometimes I just look like, I don't know. I think sometimes people think I'm just a kid outside. I don't know. I hope that police car never fucking gave you a fright there. I mean, he did wait until he was right beside us to do that, by the way. That was so fucking intentional, right? We're like, I am the only person in this entire road. And he's like, oh, wait until I'm pull up beside a bitch. Yeah, I'm not sure how far I walked. But yeah, I think I could go to Compton. And even if I went there, people would be like, fucking hell, this bitch is adorable. And then I think that I could say, hey, I'm Scottish. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's a win. That's a win straight away. Um, yeah, I think I'd be fine anywhere I went. Well, I think I'd make it all right in the hood. That they'd be like, here, don't touch this one. She goes home alive, right? Yeah. So yeah, I do believe that about myself. It's and I also think it's a thing, right, when you go like into combat that you have to sort of meet someone at their level, right? So I don't know. Like if someone's trying to get their peanut out on you, you can either decide to let them take it far enough that they get it out so that you can do damage to it, or you start screaming at them like they're a dirty little pervert the way their mother would have, you know. So yeah. But yeah, some lady up the street, or I say some lady, right? I want to say some lady. It's always a child, man. Honestly, it's always children when we hear stories. But yeah, not far from here, someone got raped too. And then when I was showing you like down in the city where the river is and all that, then someone got raped under a tunnel there a few weeks ago, you know. So that is definitely a more commonplace thing now. Um, I think in my city it's went up like 400%, something like that, in the space of a couple of years. So yeah, when British people are saying be safe, it's just because we're now looking at a level of violence and crimes against like women and children that were just, yeah, a lot of people's brains can't even comprehend it yet. It's just so wild. Mm, so yeah, it's definitely something that I guess people worry about now, right? People are out in the dark here. But that's part of like the going. live as well, right? Because then other people can see like, oh, they're talking to someone on the phone, or at least you can watch me in battle, right? You at least get to hear the bit where I'm like screaming at someone and then like, fuck you, motherfucker. Ah. You hear my bottle fly and you hear the guy be like, ah, why am I all wet? That's not what language he'll say it in, but that's what he'll be meaning, right? And he's all pure, oh, it's midnight and you're trying to start a water fight. Look at this nice garden. Mm-hmm. I've not walked that far through where it was. I don't know. I wish there was a way I could show you the map sometimes, yeah. Like all the ways. But yeah, some people stay, say like in a trailer park and they still make the most of it. Or they stay in the ghetto and they still make sure they get up and wash their face and brush their teeth every day. And like I've sat in church halls full of alcoholics and drug addicts, and I've seen people raised by heroin addicts. I've also seen people like raised by lawyers, right? Surgeons and teachers, and yeah. So yeah, the life you live as a kid isn't always a life you live as an adult. And well, just because you're in a place doesn't make it mean that you're like of that place, right? Why do you call it a garden when you call it Scotland Yard? It's so funny. Yeah, the yard. Yard's like an English word as well, right? Like they'll say the yard, I'm sure, but they mean it as in like an industrial estate type of yard, right? Like a farmyard, not even a garden. Yeah, I'm not sure what the answer to that is. Yeah. Oh, see, blue bollocks got my back. See, that's it, right? I would actually start saying, hey, this is what this person just said to you and that. Just screaming at someone. People in the chat said, fuck you. You don't get to murder me tonight, you prick. Yeah. Why do we drive on a parkway and park in a driveway? Hmm. Yeah. I'm still here. Oh, I'm going away in a minute. I'm going to go home in a minute. It's getting late, right? And well, I don't know. They say 12 o'clock is the witching hour, right? And then 3 in the morning is the devil's hour. So I prefer to just come home then. We've seen the foxes a few times. We did feed them yesterday. Well, I know you didn't see that, but I did feed them yesterday. Mm. But yeah, I don't think it's good to be out at midnight, and also I don't really want to freak all you guys out, right? When you're all like, holy fuck, why is she just walking about? Why is she in dark alleyways? you know? I feel like that's not exactly the vibe. Be up here, stay positive. Woo! Mm. So yeah, I think that's like a thing, right? Like I guess that's the same as like the interviewing thing, right? Or like going up to people in the street and being like, oh hey, blah blah blah, can I ask you a question, sir? Here's an oak tree. Here's an oak tree cat for minute. But yeah, I think that's like a bit bolder and I wouldn't necessarily do that on my own, right? Yeah. Oh, thanks. It took me a long time to know, like, not know that I was cool, right? But I think it does. I think it takes us until we are in our 30s to be like, oh shit, I can just be me. That's all right. But I don't think that's a me thing, right? I think that's a everybody thing. Where it does take us a minute to find our feet. I mean, we're 5 and 6 years old, right? And people are saying, what do you want to be when you grow up? What are you going to be when you're big? How will you support your family? Like, holy fuck. I just wanted to play with this hula hoop, man. So yeah, I think so much is put on our shoulders, right? That it takes us a minute. Or we're so busy trying to fit in, even within our own families often. Mm, yeah. Pay your taxes. In Britain, it's like the government wants money off you because they send it in a brown envelope. So yeah, as soon as you're 16, the brown envelope starts coming through the door, saying, "Hey, it's the only thing they're actually efficient in is sending you your national insurance card to say, hey, it's time you started paying taxes, kid." Yeah. And then we have this system here, right, with like your pension and stuff. So if you don't pay your taxes, you don't get your pension. And I spent years just getting paid in cash and not even knowing that was a thing. So that was pretty darn cool. Yeah. Mhm. That's crazy, just some guy. Yeah, it's crazy that people can be like violent and destructive towards us and we actually don't really have anything to protect us against it, right? To say, oh, hey, can't break other people's stuff. These guys smell nice. Yeah, that shit's messed up. Mm. Well, I hope the ones that are still have daytime left have a good day. And I hope the ones in Britain sleep well tonight. if you plan on sleeping right. I mean, yeah. I've seen too many people that sleep on stream. That's kind of insane. But, yeah. 6 p.m. in Tennessee. Nice. Dinner time. What is Tennessee like for dinner? Barbecue, ribs, mashed potatoes, that's what I do. Not terrible. I do like mashed potatoes. Yeah. I literally just ate a cucumber for my dinner. I did put stuff on top of it, spices and stuff, but essentially just a cucumber. That's crazy to have stuff on camera and still get in trouble though, right? I mean, sometimes if I'm out real late at night, I will actually look at a camera so that if I go missing, it's like, oh, we definitely seen her face, right? So that's pretty cool. Sometimes, right? Yeah. How often do I go out? Well, I'm very inconsistent. I feel like I need to pick just at least one day a week, right? Where I do it. But I just do it at random times because I don't know. I'm only really doing it to say hi to my friends. I have no intention of sitting for hours editing videos and stuff, right? And I don't have like a tech gimp in the corner that I can say, hey, pull this video up and do this and that, right? Yeah. It's like Essie's phone runs out of battery. So a lot of times she's like, oh, I'm not even going to be able to say goodbye because she knows that her phone's just going to be like, bloop. And I've also had that happen. But it's funny how many times it happened to Essie, right? Where she's like, shit, my phone died. Yeah. But yeah, just depends when you're doing stuff, right? Like, I went live on Sunday, but I went just for a wander around and my boyfriend went to play Magic the Gathering and I play it with him at home, but sometimes he goes to play it with his friends so that he can play against people that are actually good at it. So yeah, like that, right? There's just random. It's a random wonder. I could make this a Zoom call, and then the whole world wouldn't actually hear it, and then everyone else would be able to talk back, right? I think that'd be pretty cool. I wonder if we could talk Matt into that. I doubt that he would do it though, right? Because if he'd done it once, we'd all just be like, "Oh, you should do that again." But yeah, I don't know. It's a weird kind of thing, right? Because it's like you're talking to people, but you're also not, because they're not really. I don't know. No one's talking back. Or there's no interrupting or correcting or, you know. If someone tries to say I've said something wrong right now, I could completely ignore that and just keep talking over the top of it. Whereas if you're all in the room, someone could say, well, actually, let me stop right there, bitch. I've never done a Zoom call. Hey, I've sat in AA on Zoom and stuff. It's fun. It is. And you can even tell the people that like I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, you could tell what people are up to in that, right? Who's paying attention, who's not. Sometimes you can tell people that fancy each other. Mm. I ain't gay, but I'm not gay, but if a tiny hat wants to give me an island, I'd consider it for a while. Way longer than would be socially acceptable, but I would consider it. Yeah. I'm gonna go watch a channel called Tesmosis, and yeah, they're down like the Epstein Hollywood rabbit hole, right? They find so many connections, and they started building like a big map, and so yeah, I feel like I have some homework to do on it, to like keep up to date, right? A Wi-Fi call button. Like WhatsApp runs through Wi-Fi, right? I mean, everything on my phone goes through the internet now. If I turn my internet off, it won't really work that well. Or like, if you wanted to do like a video call, or I'm pretty sure all these need Wi-Fi. We always have random raspberry bushes on like everywhere here, right? Yeah. Asmongold. He's a funny guy. But no, Tesmosis. That's what I'm going to watch. And they talk about like all the Epstein stuff, and they show us a lot of what's happening in Hollywood, right? And when they start, I don't know. Right, so Taylor Swift's wedding, for example. Why is Lena Dunham like giving a speech at Taylor Swift's wedding? That to me is a strange thing, considering in Lena Dunham's book she talks about molesting her little sister. You feel me? So yeah, I found that weird to see. Or did you all know that Adam Sandler officiated that wedding? But isn't Adam Sandler Jewish? So does that mean that Taylor Swift is Jewish? Can a Jewish person hold a ceremony? Like, do you know what I mean? There's questions to be asked there. Yeah. Oh, you may go high for a bit. Oh, your chin. Oh, yeah. I forgot about your chin. Sorry, sweetie. Yeah, that's bad. Just struggling to eat and talk, and oh, we're all falling to bits, right? Taylor ain't a Jew. So why is Adam Sandler a priest? Or like, surely he's a rabbi if he's a Jew? I don't get it. Yeah. I'm going to do a deep dive on it. I'm going to ask 4chan in that. Like, what are her Jewish connections? Yeah, this is going to be my home. Sleep in a caravan. Oh, Woods was a big strong man. He lived in a caravan. I don't know if you know that song. Mm. Oh, you can't even see down there, can you? Mm. Never seen a caravan covered. I'm not peeking inside. But yeah, I am going to go away now though. I'll click on your channel, Haley, see if you're live once I'm inside. Yeah. And then thanks for coming out a walk with me. Oh, some bags tomorrow. Yeah, bangs. A fringe. Get my fringe cut. Yeah. 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 Yeah, wee fringe cut on that. Good though. Yeah. See? The man that's cycling through the park in the dark. He'd back me up. He'd kick someone's butt for me. Yeah. Okay then. Well, God bless you guys. Yeah. I'll see you at Haley's, but and then yeah, we'll do that. Hopefully Essie's back indoors by now as well. And yeah, sounds good. Okay, doke. God bless. Catch you in a minute, guys.